Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of August 18th through the 25th. We have a lot of things happening this week. I feel like it hasn't been mentioned that there will be drops. Not on a Warframe stream, but on Gamescom, August 20th at 2 p.m. Eastern, there will be a Baza, Castle War, and Syrinx armor set you guys can get. And that is again going to be at the Gamescom stream on August 20th. Now, August 20th is the day before more big news happens. Because the following day, we are going to wind up getting Lotus Eaters in this game, which is like the new quest line. And we're going to wind up getting Sevagoth Prime Access. This is going to have the Epitaph Prime, the Nautilus Prime, and the Verglass Prime. And that's also going to be on August 21st. So we do have more things that are happening this week, but I want to get this little piece of weeklies out of the way first so I can get out of this area. So we have the Bird 3, visit him, get your Archon Shard right here for 30,000 standing. And then the last thing we're checking before we get back into the weekly news, before we then finish all of the weekly reset things that are happening this week. Deep Archimedia. We got Survival, Alchemy, and Disruption this week for the Deep Archimedia. So let's back out of here and talk about how Borrow Katir is coming back this Friday. So any of you that are like interested in borrow anything you might have or whatever, hopefully he's got some good stuff that you actually need and you can collect your ducats now until Friday when he gets here. All right, now that we're back out of that area, we're gonna go here and check out the next big piece of news that is happening. So let's go to Prime Resurgence. Y'all probably already know that there's Mesa and Limbo Prime Dual Pack and Ember and Rhino Dual Pack. Mesa and Limbo are going to end in 10 days and 17 hours, and they will be replaced now with Nezha and Octavia Prime Dual Pack. So Nezha and Octavia are coming next in another 10 days and 17 hours. The Ember and Rhino Dual Pack will be here for another 66 days. So any weapons or anything that you guys need, whether it's those Warframes or whatever they came with, you'll be able to jump into Prime Resurgence and grab any of those while they're here or while they're on their way here. So, let's get into the weeklies now. That was basically all of the news that's happening. We got Lotus Eaters, we got Sevagoth Prime Access, we got all those frames in Prime Resurgence to expect, we have Borrow Katir happening, and we have the Gamescom drops for the Baza, Castle War, and Syrinx armor. That is all the news that's happening this week. Now let's go over all the weeklies and stuff. So, first off, reminder to stop by Maru and do your Ayatan treasure hunt. As far as the events goes, Dog Days has another 15 days and 17 hours left. And then there are 10 days and 15 hours left on Thermia Fractures. For Steel Path Incursions, we have Mobile Defense, Defense, Rescue, Sabotage, and Assassination. As far as the invasions goes, it does not look like there's anything to worry about there for the next day or two. For the Sortie, we have a Sabotage, Disruption, and Assassination. And this week's Archon Hunt is going to be against Archon Naira. And this is for an Amber Archon Shard. The missions are a Spy, a Disruption, and a Showdown, which is great. I would rather be doing these than, I guess, a defense with protecting a target. So let's check out what Nora has this week. The usual 500 enemies, 15 missions, 30 Eximuses. But we also have unlock 10 relics, collect 20 different types of resources, destroy a cruise ship with forward artillery, complete 12 conduits in Disruption, pierce and kill 2 or more enemies in a single bow shot, complete a mission with only a secondary equipped, and kill 10 enemies while sliding. The credits, or the I guess rewards that Nora has this week, we've got Deadeye, Infested Impotence, Energy Siphon, Wild Frenzy, EMP Aura, Dreamer's Bond. Now, of these aura mods right here, Energy Siphon is going to be the one that moves more often than not in the trade chat. Deadeye will move, probably not as often as Energy Siphon, as far as everything that's listed here anyway. Dreamer's Bond might actually move a lot, because again, this is more recent to the game, so not everybody may have a copy of this. There might still be people needing it. You could potentially get this and move it in trade chat. So we also have Shrapnel Rounds for the Merlock, Focused Acceleration for the Tetra, Ambush Optics for the Rubico, and Rumbled for Atlas. Now, if we check out the Deviri circuit for Steel Path, we're going to see this week we have the incarnate weapons are for the Bratton, Lato, Skana, Paris, and the Kunai. I personally recommend the Bratton, as I appreciate this most out of all of the options. I personally like this one best. And the other ones, they're fun. Whatever other one you pick, just whatever you feel like it. They're honestly, they're enjoyable. I guess if I had to choose, it'd be the Paris. Like, if I had to choose for you, it'd be Paris. But realistically, just get the Braton, and then with your leftover choice, pick whatever you really want to pick. If you already have all of those Incarnans, you can then instead grab a rifle, pistol, melee riven, or 20,000 Kuva. And if we check out what's on the regular circuit this week, you have the options between Ash, Frost, and Nyx. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Visiting Akrithis this week, we check out her wares. We see that she has Akimbo Slipshot for the next day. She has 5,000 Kuva for 10 Pathos Clamps. She has Exilus Weapon Adapter for 20 Pathos Clamps. A Rifle Riven Mod for 15 Pathos Clamps. She has a Forma Blueprint for 10 Pathos Clamps. And she has a Pistol Riven Mod for 15 Pathos Clamps. Everything else she normally has. Reminder to stop by Archimini and Yanta and get your 35,000 Kuva with 5 Void Plume Pinions. Visiting Teshin in the Relay, if we check out the Steel Path Honors, we've got a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence, and we also have a Zaw Riven Mod for 75 Steel Essence. Alright, checking out Ergo Glass, the Butt Blast from the past. He's got himself a cold 53.7% Ferox, which is 50, that's good. You can grab that if you need it. We have a 27.7% Toxin Grigori, you can skip that. 25% Magnetic Livia, you can skip that. Exec is 25% Magnetic, you can skip that. And the Agendus is 46.7% Heat. I would personally wait for like a 50% to come around, like the Ferox here. Otherwise, this is the only thing I really recommend at the moment. Checking out Paladino this week at Iron Weight. Grab yourself a Riven Mod for 10 Riven Slivers. And since it was so nice, you can do it twice. Grab another Riven Mod for 10 Riven Slivers. And then you can get 35,000 Kuva for 10 Riven Slivers, because why not? And if you feel like it, you can spend 5 Riven Slivers for 150,000 credits. Invigorations are going to be different for everybody, but this week we are looking at a Wisp with 100% ability duration and 5 jump resets, a Rhino with plus 200% melee critical chance and plus 25% heal rate, and a Trinity with plus 200% primary critical chance and plus 75% ability efficiency. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Thank you guys so much for hanging out this week. Very excited for Lotus Eaters, and I will be streaming that, so you guys can come check it out if you can't get on or you just want to see how other people fare the new content and whatnot, and we'll be doing that, Sevagoth Prime, and probably cracking Relics Open to help you all get Sevagoth Prime and the new stuff that comes with the Prime Access this week, so that'll be on my Twitch stream. But thank you guys for chilling, and I will see you all later.